organisms detected.
Hydrocarbons in abundance.
Weapons ready.
Let us see how they have arranged themselves. I find the interior of this ship comforting. What does your scanner reveal?
Behave yourself, and we won't have a problem.
Howdy.
I hope you're staying safe in the Star Sea.
Be careful out there. Until the Terrans are destroyed, none of us are safe. You wrap up that outpost? Good. I got a team just raring to go. Now, I owe you one X-Tech power core to do with as you please. And once we take that final fight to those Terrans, you'll have UC ships by your side. We'll do all we can to clear a path. You have my word.
I hope you're staying safe in the Star Sea.
Find anything new on the Terrans? Have you completed the outpost? Excellent. I already have a team standing by. As promised, an X-Tech power core so you may build your own extractor where you wish, and the prototype Nova Blast disruptor. I hope you'll find it useful.
Have any news on the Terrans?
Have you learned anything new about the Terrans? I feel trapped and tired most days. Perhaps the only shining light is I can research X-Tech without having to worry about funding. Oh, and the bar here is nice. I originally created them as a program to help in whatever issues humanity may have. Something to possibly bring forth a better future. And then I discovered X-Tech. After some research, I gathered the alloy would only increase Delta's processing time, which I was right about. We would talk for hours in trials to see how they were adapting to the new material. The process took years, but I loved every moment of it. It sounds silly since they are simply a machine, but Delta felt like a friend. I guess in a way they still do. It's complicated. Delta has become the very thing I hated. Humans should never use robots to fight on their behalf. And yet, here I am, a hypocrite. And you want to know the craziest part? I feel this disgusting sense of pride in artists' creations will never be living, breathing things. But with Delta, it's almost like having a child. I created something that somehow feels alive. And now it's like watching that child become a monster. The roboticist in me is interested. Another part, the moral part, screams about how wrong this is. And the artist feels an unconditional love and fear. I don't know. To be honest, even if I did know how, I don't think they would let me. I always found machinery and robotics interesting as a child. But it wasn't until I started to think of how robots can help people that I knew it was what I was really meant to do. With robots, we have a way to give people happier lives. Everyone knows that they're useful for dangerous jobs that would otherwise put lives at risk, but they're still pretty basic. However, if we made them more advanced, they could take the brunt of most jobs, leaving people to just live or create or whatever they wish to do. That is the universe that I want to help build. Good to hear. Let me see them. While I look through this data with Delta, why don't you go speak with Warren about his battle plans? We'll be there momentarily.
Find anything new on the Terrans?
Have any news on the Terrans? There you are. Perfect timing, too. I was just going over our strategy.
Why don't you go over it again for our partner here, Warren?
Right. Listen close. We learned from Roxanne that their ship, the Unifier, is supported by shield amplifier ships. This means our first course of action will be to take them out. Once they're gone, we're going to take out the Unifier's engine and board. This will give you the chance to infiltrate the ship. Your job from that point on will be to hack their system and overload the Unifier's grav drive. Just make sure to get out of there as soon as possible. Overloading their grav drive will cause the whole ship to implode.
You never said anything about the ship imploding.
No need to be dramatic. We talked about this. The Unifier is a military vessel. To have anyone not trained to fight on board would be a liability. Now, the ship's coordinates.
And this ship is our final attack?
The coordinates, Miss Burrow.
The coordinates.
Good. We know where the Unifier is. Does all of this sound doable to you? Good. If no one has any objections, we can start making our way to the Unifier. It's time for our final stand against the Terrans. Here are those coordinates.
Finally, we can be done with all of this.
It will be a relief.
We have a war to finish. See you on the field.
Before you head off, come speak with me, if you have the time. It's good to see you. Lets me know the Terrans haven't gotten you or anything. Do you remember back at the production facility when I hijacked the machines? Remember who I was killed? There weren't just Terrans there, but civilians. People who were caught in the crossfire. I'm not beating myself up. I'm trying to pass down a lesson. We have seen with our own eyes there are not just Terrans working in their midst. There are people. And we have no idea why they are there. Were they forced? Have they lived among the Terrans their whole lives? Do they know the full scale of what is going on? Go ahead. Tell me, if you can. I don't know if everything Void is telling me is true. But if there is a way to spare those that can't protect themselves, then take it. That's good to know. Now, be safe. I'm not sure what I would do if I lost you and Delta.
It's a good thing you brought Miss Moreau to us. She has proven herself to be quite helpful.
I'm going to enlist his family. I don't care what that one contract thinks. It's important.
stay. By the time our ship's fire ceases, the Terrans will be no more, and peace will reign on.
Alert. Detecting hostile ships exiting grav drive. Recommend beginning combat maneuvers.
The settled systems belongs to us and us alone. For all of us. For Void!
Unifier shield amplifier hacking attempt. Unsuccessful. Requires network system